Well, morning everyone. Welcome back. First off, a huge thanks to everybody that's been watching the last series of videos there with the combine demos and everything. We are in Wyoming today, and we've had a ton of training over the last couple of weeks here. So obviously was down in Texas doing the combine stuff. We've got 3-day training here on the Fendt sprayer. Also get to play a little bit with the Massey sprayer, as you can see here. But yeah, it takes a lot of time up this time of the year, which is good and bad at the same time because we're trying to sell and everything, but it lets us get in the field and get to play with these. So yesterday was one full day in the classroom doing theory and chassis and liquid system and everything like that. Today, they split the groups up. One group is doing Raven training in the shop right now, and then the rest of us are out here and we actually get to sit and run and play with the machines all day. So I've obviously been around these a fair bit, so trying to let the other guys go first here just so that they get a chance to do what they need to do. But yeah, we got the 2 machines out running and rolling and everything like that. So we're gonna try and get this done. We put the new VSN system with the sensors down on the bottom of the wheel legs onto this machine for a demo on Friday. So we're gonna head down to Chatham. Matt Vanessa and I, one of the other sales guys, we're gonna try and do the demo in some high clearance corn. We might have another gentleman back towards this way that we're gonna try and do too. So I'll probably end up looping this whole video into that with the sprayers for this one. But it's good to see these things running, and I'm excited to get that steering system working in the high crop corn because it supposedly works extremely well. I'll show you a little bit of that with the calibration when we start doing it with this machine. They're gonna give me a hand this afternoon setting that up. So yeah, for now, that's it. And I'll show you these sprayers as they run by a little bit here. And yeah, we'll see you when we get down to do that demo. Well, we're able to keep rolling here today, which has been great. Lots more rain back towards St. Thomas. Down here, I think they only got a 1/10 or so it hasn't been too bad. I'm just pulling in here with one of the tractors, and I've got a water tank on the back. They've been using up part of the tanks, and the sprayers just sort of playing around today. So I'm going to fill both of these machines up. One of the nice things about the Rogator is that we can actually suck our own loads on. We don't have to have a Honda pump or bring whatever type of pump to be able to push the loads on. So with this, we've just got a 2-inch line. We'll suck it on, and I'll show you how everything works that way. Okay, so obviously Rogator, 3-inch line on the side of the unit here. We've just got a 2-inch today, so I've got an adapter that we'll put onto the 3-inch to be able to make this work. Most farmers are running big tanks and stuff, so they usually just use the 3-inch that they've got. So hook the pipe on. So this is that 3-to-2 that I've got here that's already put onto it. So we'll hook it in. And then we go up to the box here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to open our bypass valve, which is letting the water go right up into the tank. So we'll open that up. You can see the top level moving here at the top. So now that valve is completely open. We're going to turn on our throttle control from outside, and then eventually we're going to hit the pump, but we want to make sure that our 2 valves there and the one here on the tank are open. We're going to hit the pump, it turns on, and then we're going to run our throttle up. And you can see it's starting to suck the product on already. Okay, so we're just coming up to 1,300 gallons. It'll hold a little bit more than that, but we'll shut it off where this is now. So what you do is when you hit the target rate that you want, all you have to do is hit the throttle control valve here. That's going to shut the pump off at the same time, and then we just manually have to close the valve on the intake. Okay, hit that. Turn our valve off. And that's it. Now what we need to do is we need to take this valve, so the bypass valve needs to get closed. And now we're ready to spray. Welcome to Friday. Hope everybody has had a good week. All the footage you saw prior to this was the training days that we had here for the Rogator. Today was supposed to be a demo day down towards Chatham-Kent, but they got 2 inches of rain yesterday. So it's actually worked out better. I didn't get a lot of time to play with the nozzles on this machine yesterday. It just ran a little bit long, didn't have time. So we're gonna do another demo just up here around Watford, about a 100-acre cornfield with tassels in it. So I'm just getting the machine set up here this morning. And the way that I've always done this is with 15-inch centers centered on the row. What we end up doing is I put the 3070s here on top of the tasseled row, and then I run a flat fan in between so that I'm getting coverage front to back, and I'm also getting it from the side. So I'm just finishing putting up these tips. I've got about another 80 to go here, and then we're gonna head out for around lunchtime to start spraying. I'll show you how we do that with the lift kit, setting up the steering, all that stuff, and then we'll get some drone footage of that too. I got all these nozzles put on, and just the way the sun's shining here, it makes it really easy for you to be able to see it, so I figured I'd show it. So you've got your 3070s here, 30 going forward, 70 going back, so that's getting the front of the tassel and the back of the tassel. Then you've got your flat fan and then back and forth. So you can see, looking down here, 30 straight, 70. Well, we just finished the demo here. 115 acres and 4 fields. So had a little bit of a mess up. We hit the boom tip. I missed it by a row, of course. Clipped the boom tip off and ended up having the nozzle bodies rotate on the pipe and leak. So I had to change those out. Fortunately, it happens with sprayers, but when you haven't sprayed for a while, I literally missed it by 1 row. But anyways, we got it fixed, we got it all sprayed, customer was really happy. The last one that we got into was a lot better field, 55 acres all in one chunk. And I was able to get a bunch of drone footage, so I'll throw that in here right now. But yeah, this is the 934H Rogator lifted unit. We were able to do the corn. As you can see, the auto guidance steer that they've got through the VSN, the camera system and the feelers off the front of the wheel legs, they're radar instead of the feelers that some of the other companies have. It holds this sucker on the row. As long as you're in the middle of a planter without a gate row, and you will see in this video, there is a couple gate rows that I ended up getting myself lined up onto, and I ended up tramping a little bit along the headland. Can't do anything about it. But when you're on a straight and narrow, straight down the field, entire length of the field was covered. So it worked out really good. So anyways, that's the sprayer. This was one demo. We're gonna do another one here probably first of next week. I'll get a little bit more time to actually talk about the machine and show it a little bit more, because I'm not gonna be the one in the seat driving it. We'll get the customer that's running it in there. And yeah, so anyways, this video, a little shorter one, but I hope everybody enjoyed seeing the new Rogator, the training that we went through over this course of the week, and much more to come. So hope everybody has a good night, have a good weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.